Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry that it took me a little while to do this next review. Basically I was working today, so you probably saw my community tab posts or whatever, or two of them at least. So I'm starting a new schedule for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so I'll be busy from 12 to 6 p.m. So I will try my best to get some album reviews done. Well, I'm probably gonna have to delay some album reviews to like Thursday night or whatever, next Friday, of course. So basically, I'm returning to you for Rina Sawayama's debut studio album, which is for her first album, Sawayama, the 2020 album that I just got done listening to for this 14 track album, which it does include the bonus track for the Japanese edition, because sometimes I do include bonus tracks depending on if it sounds good or not. But yeah, I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for this 14 track album by Rina Sawayama, the Sawayama album, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this track review. Sorry if I look really tired, it's just the heat really got to me today, and then it started raining, and it was crazy, honestly. So that's why I'm a little tired, and yeah. Basically, let's dive right into this album review. Dynasty is the first song on the album, and this was a pretty good song. I like the start of the album so far. Dynasty sounded really good with how Rena was singing the track. I thought there was gonna be some more experimentation with like her culture, or I'm not trying to sound racist or anything. It's just it this threw me off a little bit, but still, it's just I've noticed, and I'm trying not to stereotype or anything. It's just with the album picture and how it looks, it made it seem like we're gonna get some weird kind of music with this, but that's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to be racist or stereotypical. It's just I'm pointing out an obvious observation and all that. So, yeah, Dynasty was a really good song, so 5 out of 5 for this one. XS was a pretty good one too. I really liked the beat to it, so 5 out of 5 for this one. Didn't hate that one. I like the beat. I like Rina Sawayama's vocals in it. It sounds really good. So, pretty good track. STFU, which stands for Shut the Fuck Up, exclamation mark. Solid song. Not sure if I'm connecting with it on a level where I really like it, but it's good in its own way. So 4.5 out of 5 for this one. I don't hate it that much. I just don't know what I think of it right now. But yeah, the next track is Como de Garçons, Like the Boys. Comme des Garçons, I believe is how you pronounce it. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. This was another solid one. It had its weak moments, but basically the execution for the rest of the track and the verses were pretty solid and pretty strong. It's just the chorus just felt a little weak, in my opinion. A little. Not to the point where I hate it, but I guess I could appreciate the song if I listened to it a bit more. So 4.5 out of 5 for this one for now. Akazaka Sad was it was too experimental for me, and not to put Rena down, it just felt like she was tweaking with her vocal pitches with this song, and I just wasn't sure if I was liking it that much, but still it was a solid track. It had a good beat. So that's the good thing about the track. So 4.5 out of 5 for this one. Paradisen was a pretty good track. Really enjoyed this one. Wasn't hating the melody. The flow to the song was pretty good, and the delivery and execution did pretty well. So 5 out of 5. Love Me for Me is another pretty good song. I really enjoyed this one. I like the beat to it, and it just sounds really good with Rina's vocals in this one, so 5 out of 5. Bad Friend, I wasn't sure if I was on board with this one, but it's a solid one. It's got some weird experimental electronic work, and the techno auto-tune vocals where she repeats herself saying I'm a bad friend. I'm like, that can get a little ear grating a bit to listen through, but still the track did alright. So 4.5 out of 5. Fuck This World interlude. Uh, Pretty good track. Really like how it's sounding overall, and the execution did pretty well. So I like the way it's sounding with Rena singing the lyric "Fuck the world without you." Fuck this world without you. It's called "Fuck This World" is what it's called. Probably said "Fuck the World," but please forgive me on that. It's "Fuck This World" is what the song name is called, but still, 5 out of 5 for this track. Who's Gonna Save You Now is a pretty good song. Really like it overall, and the execution did pretty well. Um, so it started off with like a live audience cheering for Rena and all that and saying Rena, Rena kind of thing. And then the song starts and it doesn't sound that bad, so pretty good song. So 5 out of 5. Tokyo Love Hotel was pretty good. Really like how it's sounding overall, and Rena's vocals and in the chorus it sounds pretty memorable in my opinion, but it did pretty well. So it was pretty catchy, so 5 out of 5. Chosen Family. It has a few versions for this, but I remember hearing this on the radio one time, and I was like, not a bad song. So this is a pretty strong track. I really like this one. And Rina's vocals, I never knew who sung this song at first until now. So I'm pretty glad I got to listen to this for myself and see what I was going to think of it. So 5 out of 5 for Chosen Family. Snake Skin was a little too experimental for my taste, but it did alright. So 4.5 out of 5. There's just too much electronic work that really gets overproduced with this track, and I'm just not feeling for it. So it's a solid one. It's good in its own way. It has its good moments and it has its weak moments. So yeah, 4.5 out of 5. Tokyo Takeover was a pretty good track to close this album out, and I really like how it's sounding overall. So 5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, I think Rina Sawayama's 2020 album, Sawayama, was a pretty good listen. Wasn't hating this album, just wasn't sure about some songs on this album, but everything else did pretty well for what it went for. So overall, I think Rina Sawayama's Sawayama album, the 2020 album, her debut album, was pretty good in my opinion. Highly recommend you check this out and give it a shot and see what you're going to think of it. And first score for me, I'm giving Rina Sawayama's 2020 album, Sawayama, her debut studio album. Going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. This was a pretty good listen. Highly recommend you check it out. And I will be setting up a recording video, recording this next album of hers, Hold the Girl, because I did listen to that album already twice, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. So I want you to be surprised when you see my review for it come Thursday. So, but it's going to premiere Thursday at midnight, so definitely tune into that. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Rina Sawayama album if you've listened to it. This album review is premiering at midnight, just so you guys know, so you have something to enjoy. And if you did enjoy this premiere video for Rina Sawayama's Sawayama album review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I'll have another review coming out as soon as I can. I'm going to be working tomorrow, so I'm going to be a little busy for quite a bit of hours, like about, I guess, half the day or something like that, I guess you could say. But I'll do the best I can to get some reviews out by this weekend, if I can. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this Rina Sawayama 2020 album review. I'm sorry I never got around to reviewing this. I just wanted to review it now, so that way when come next week with the Hold the Girl album, which I have listened to it. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's that's all I can say. I just don't want to spoil it for you. So until then, hope you enjoyed this album review for Rina Sawayama. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. This is premiering at midnight, so definitely tune in to this premiere. Stay safe, guys. Take care, and as always, I'll see you in my next review.